Hey guys, this is IX with Rollout Reviews, bringing you another Crossfight B-Daman review. This time it is Smash DRAGOLD. Let's set him off to the side and take a look at his box really quick. You got a nice picture of Smash DRAGOLD with his stickers applied. Get a good look at that because I do not apply stickers on my B-Daman. You got a picture of his user down here, Ryuzi. You got a couple shots of all three of his different modes, his name, a couple shots of the Smash core. Up here, you got the Crossfight B-Daman logo, CB-43 Smash DRAGOLD, and he is Special type. On the side here, you got some customization options. On the back, you got his parts, showing him combined with all of the other dragons, and his stats, not only in his default mode, but all three of his other modes. In his default mode, he has 5 power, 5 control, and 5 rapid fire, so very all-rounder. And then in all of his other modes, he has slightly different stats. In power mode, he has 7 power. In control mode, he has 7 control. And in rapid fire mode, he has 7 rapid fire, respectively. And on the side, it shows his compatibility with the arcade game. In the box, you get his instruction sheet. He is a model kit, and you have to build him. You got his sticker sheet as well. And a very special tool. So, let's take a look at Smash DRAGOLD himself. Very, very different looking. He's got an all-translucent color scheme of this gold or yellow, and just flat out clear and black. He's got the safety bit down here, and he also has this special track here that makes it so you push down on him to fire instead of pushing forward, much like sort of those Hot Wheel launchers, in my opinion. It's a little hard to capture his details just because he's all translucent, but he does look very cool. He's kind of got these ancient markings all over him, so that is very cool. Now he has his special gimmick of transforming between modes. This is his default mode, and is very basic. I mean, other than the pushing down to fire him, it's a very well-rounded B-Daman. You have the 2 bits here to aim, and aside from that, he's not very special. But let's do some converting. These wings back here come off. They attach on the arms here, just with a peg there. And let's go to control mode or accuracy mode. These bits here plug on the side and create sort of a barrel. Now this is my least favorite mode, just because one, it really doesn't do all that much. In theory it works, but in practice not so much, and they can be a little crooked. They seem to be pretty straight right now, but sometimes they are a little crooked, so it doesn't do its job properly. But as you can see, it kind of still swayed off to the side, even though it has this barrel made to keep it straight. But I digress. My least favorite of the modes. Now, let's go to rapid fire mode. This uses the tool here, and in the pegs that it attaches to the arms, or the holes, this plugs in. Like that. It keeps this whole section one piece. You don't need this to achieve rapid fire mode, but it's supposed to make it a little more solid. But you just plug that on there. Make sure not to jam it in all the way, because those are very thin pegs and they could break. Not to mention, you want to have as much room for the B-Dama to slide through as possible. Now he only comes with 1 B-Dama, but demonstrating that here, just slides down. If you have more, you can load up 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then from then on, you can shoot all of those. So, that is very cool. His final mode is Power Mode. And I think it's the most interesting of the modes just because of how it works. Now, his power block back here is very different from any of the others. It's a little bigger, and it has a little more room for this safety bit to float around. It's also got these holes on top here. As you can see, when you push it up, it has all this room to wiggle, and that doesn't provide very much power. Now the wings here have these little slots back here. There are these little pegs that go into these slots on the power block. And you have to have him up off of the ground, because if you try putting these in when he's on the ground, this will be in and you won't be able to fit these on. But fit those in there and it creates a block so that this trigger bit doesn't have as much room to wiggle. And that makes him much more powerful. Not quite as powerful as Excel Dracian, and again, he doesn't have as much control as Force Dragon or as much rapid fire as Rev Device, but it's still a pretty cool gimmick nonetheless. And then you can just take these and plug them back on to turn him back into his normal mode. Unfortunately, the rapid fire bit doesn't attach to Rev Device because he has these holes in the back of his head, Smash DRAGOLD does, to specifically accommodate them, and none of the others do. So that's a little unfortunate. Now, Smash DRAGOLD has one more feature. He can combine with all of the other dragons. Now, you have to take him apart to do this, unfortunately, because each of the dragons contribute a piece to each of his different parts. Drazeros contributes to upgrading his arms. Dravice contributes to upgrading his feet. Dragrin contributes to upgrading his head, and Dracian contributes to upgrading his core. So, let's take him apart, pull his arms off. Probably should take out the B-Daman. Then undo the bolts on his feet. Like so. So you have your bolts, you have your arms, you have your feet. And then for the core, I like to pull the core off like this, the front part, and then take the head off. It's just safer that way. You can just take the head and pull it right off, but again, it's not as safe. But there's the Smash core by itself. So, Dracian, you also have to take completely apart. A little unfortunate, but that is just how it goes. So, you pull off the bolts here. Set those off to the side, pull the arms and legs off, and do the same, pull the head off. Now what you're looking for in Dracian is what's called the drive strip, and that's the piece that has the rubber on it to make the B-Daman spin, and that's all you need from Dracian. Now you just pull apart DRAGOLD's core, and pull out this plastic bit here and replace it with Dracian's drive strip. Just like that. And there you have the upgraded Oh. Whoops, there you almost have the upgraded Smash core. Let me get this on here. There you go, like that. Okay. For the legs, you're going to take Device's wheels. Now, Device, these wheels are useless on him, but take them off here. I like to use something to take them off, just because they're very hard to pull out. But you can just do it with your finger. So pull out the wheels like that, and that's all you need from Device. Then you take the legs here, put on the wheels, and you'll notice on DRAGOLD they actually roll. So that is very cool. Now, for the head, you're just going to take off the horn on Dragrin, and you flip it upside down, and it slides in to DRAGOLD's head like that. It's just creates more of a sight between these horns here. There is that. And lastly, for the arms, take Terrazeros. His wings come off like that. You just pop him out. Set him off to the side. And his wings attach down here. There's this little place for them to go. And they just plug on like that. So, do the same back here. Like that. Now you got the arms. Now you just put it all back together. There's the head. Take the feet, put them on. Bolt everything back on here. The arms. Bolt those back on. Same over here. And there you have Ultimate DRAGOLD. Not much different, except for just all of the other dragon pieces attached to him, and I was very surprised just how much all of these pieces add to DRAGOLD. Put the B-Daman in there. You now hold him a little differently. You use these bits down here as support for your pinkies, and it really works, and it stabilizes him a little better. The drive strip obviously spins the B-Daman, so that works very well. And like I said, the wheels from Device actually let him roll. So, yeah, perfect DRAGOLD. A very, very cool Beat-em-on. If you're willing to buy all 5 dragons, this is definitely something to look forward to, because it is great. I love this. And this, if nothing else, makes DRAGOLD worth it. So, that is about it, guys, and this is IX Roll at IX, signing off.